Jackson Podcast.
What's good with y'all today, man? This is a interesting conversation. You know, it's my duty to cover hip hop topics. I have been contributing to hip hop with releasing albums and helping artists and just trying to raise the vibrations and the frequency and the culture because it's like nowadays the music don't even matter. We ain't even producing music at a mass rate no more. It's more about allegations and lawsuits and crimes, and folks are covering a lot of crime shit instead of focusing on the quality of the music and all of that. And it seems as if like the CEOs is being targeted. You know, the black CEOs at that, not the Jewish CEOs, not the big boy investors, the Universal Music Groups or the Warner Brothers or none of those type of individuals. It's like the Def Jams, the 300s, the Empires, the Maybach Musics, the Cash Moneys, the subsidized companies within the company that's producing the artist or whatever. So this Kevin Liles situation is interesting. I don't know much about Lady Luck. I just know that she is a battle rapper. I never heard her release an album. And if you have heard some of her records, you know, leave them in the comment sections which ones are fire or whatever, which album I should check out. Or did she even release an album? Because after this Diddy situation, having Cassie in a 10 album deal, it seemed like they be giving these ladies opportunities for not the music, but for something else. So I'm going to read this article to y'all. I was going to read the hot new hip hop one, or I was going to read Hip Hop DX. You know, I look at a lot of articles on the internet about hip hop because that's the culture that I contribute to. So it has made it to Billboard. The headline says, Kevin Liles accuses Lady Luck of $30 million extortion attempt over sexual assault allegations. So we get ready to get into this, man. I'm going to give my take on it. You know, Kevin Liles was a big part of the rise of Def Jam. He started as an intern and ended up being the president. So, and that was 26 years ago. It's saying this in this article, but let me get to reading. 300 Entertainment co-founder Kevin Liles has denied assault allegations made by rapper Lady Luck, born Chanel Jones. Liles released a statement on Tuesday, May the 27th, claiming the former Def Jam artist engaged in a $30 million extortion plot against him earlier this month. According to Liles, Jones and her legal team threatened to release a book and file a lawsuit filled with utterly false and horrendous allegations if he didn't pay them $30 million. He continued to deny allegations that she was groomed after signing nearly 26 years ago with Def Jam. Damn. Why come out so late though? You know, and why women are threatening people with, you know, the allegations. Why don't just release them? If you really want, you know, it's the money. That's the thing that's crazy about it. It's the money. It's not, I want to see you in prison for what you done to me. I want to get this bag because you treated me wrong throughout my career. Liles also lists threats of revealing that he allegedly exposed himself to her and forced Lady Luck to perform on him in his car. None of this ever happened, he wrote. He threatened allegations are totally false. Rather than pay her and her legal team, I am publicly addressing what I view to be an extortion attempt. So he's trying to get ahead of this before they released their information. You know, that's kind of smart, but when she released her information, how is the public going to perceive the information that she releases? So the 57-year-old music mogul intends to vigorously fight any legal action Luck may take in the future against him. He went into depth about the plays he made to help her career, but it never reached the heights she or Liles hoped for. Liles alleged that Luck turned to a life of crime and dealt with a history of substance abuse and addiction. He claims they were in contact as recently as last year when she reached out to Liles to get help setting up distribution for her new music. Liles' statement also cites alleged examples of Lady Luck showing love to him in various interviews over the year, as well as his birthday shout-out post on Instagram in 2020. Lady Luck caught the attention of the hip-hop world after a series of fiery freestyles around the turn of the century at Hot 97 and signed with Def Jam. Liles served as president of Def Jam Recordings and executive vice president of the Island Def Jam Music Group from 1999 to 2004. She was featured in Jay-Z's 2000 tour documentary Backstage and appeared on EPMD's Symphony 2000 with Method Man and Redman, which reached number 28 on Hot Rap Song charts in 1999. Damn, this is a long time ago, man. Earlier this year, Liles was subject of a sexual assault lawsuit, the victim who filed under Jane Doe. So this isn't the only one. He has multiple sexual allegations. Why these niggas can't control the horny, man? That's interesting to me. You get the bag, you get the money, you get the opportunities, you build an empire, then you lose it all based upon the horny. It's interesting, man. This horny shit, I'm getting tired of it, man. In the hip hop industry, all of these salacious allegations and shit that's coming out on these CEOs, these artists, is nasty. So I'm going to read Kevin Liles' full statement below, and we're going to keep conversing. Well, it's basically saying the same thing that was in the article. So if I didn't pay $30 million, Miss Jones threatened to allege that almost 26 years ago, when she signed as a Def Jam recording artist, she was groomed. Miss Jones also threatened to allege that I exposed myself to her and pushed her head towards my genitals in an attempt to force her to perform oral while she was allegedly sitting in the driver's seat of my car. None of this ever happened. Her threatened allegations are totally false, and they are contradicting by Miss Jones' many public statements about me and her experience at Def Jam. They are also at odds with her continued outreach and relationship with both my family and me for the past 26 years. Her story is a fabrication. Rather than pay her and her legal team, I am publicly addressing what I view to be an extortion attempt. That is crazy that she spoke highly of him throughout the years. I feel like some female artists will do that because they're looking for the next opportunity and they want to keep the opportunity and the doors open in case you have a change of heart or something can happen that can help my career. But at the end of the day, he could have used his power to manipulate her to want to keep it going, keep the party going, keep the opportunity going. And she just had enough of it. It seems Miss Jones hopes to leverage the current news environment to pressure me into writing an exorbitant check in order to avoid the negative publicity that will likely result from her false claims. I intend to vigorously fight any complaint she may file and will continue to take whatever legal action is necessary against her and the attorneys who have participated in this attempted shakedown. Here are the facts. I signed Miss Jones to Def Jam in 1999 after hearing her rap on Hot 97. As I have always done, I gave a talented young artist an opportunity with a lucrative deal, access to recording studios, and introductions to the most popular hip-hop artists of all time. In fact, she was featured on one of the hottest remixes in 1999, Simon Says, and on Symphony 2000 with the hip-hop giants. Miss Jones had a monthly column. What's interesting, and I'm going to close this out. Thank y'all for tuning into my show. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you want to hear more hip-hop commentary from me. But what's interesting about all of this, though, why does, just as of recently, he was in court at the Young Thug, the YSL trial and the case and everything. And he was pleading for Young Thug's innocence and saying that he would put money up and everything for Young Thug. It's just, why are these CEOs in all of these criminal activities? And this isn't the only sexual allegation against him. It's multiple. We're going to see how this play out, man. I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section. And let's further the discussion in the comment section, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to my show, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.